it.
I told him to take his time, though. I'm like, I'm not in any hurry for these, so whenever you can get to them, just get to them.
If he gets into a groove, you'll have them in like a month.
That's perfectly fine. I'm not in a hurry. Like, I probably won't get any of these books out until next year anyway. So,
Got it. I literally got to the point where I just had to learn Photoshop from him because I was asking him to make covers, teasers, blurb reveals. He was just like, "Is there nothing you can do?"
yeah.
There are some things I know.
I can do the book trailers. Book trailers I know how to do because I create my own. But you
Okay.
ask me anything about Photoshop and it's done. Like I've tried it and I could not tell you how to use it.
Right. I used to use it in high school. We had like a digital art class. So it was just like relearning the new one because I was in high school 9 years ago. So it was like, and that's when I graduated. So really, when I was in my art class, it was like 12 years ago.
Okay.
So it's like, yeah. So I had to like relearn the whole Photoshop thing, but it came back really quick, and he's very patient, so it works.
Have you ever met anybody famous? And I know we've talked about this one before, and I'm very jealous of who you have met.
Yeah, I met Jesse McCartney 2 times. I will send you the picture so you can like add it to this. I met Tom Eisen, who plays Ichabod Crane on Sleepy Hollow, once. And there was like such a cool story behind this, actually. Did I tell you the story last time?
I want to say yes.
Okay. So because they didn't get to hear that one, the story is that I wanted to get something signed by him. So I had like I had like the picture ready to go and everything. We missed his signing by 1 minute. So he was literally getting ready to walk away. And I was like really disappointed. And he was like, come on. He's like, just like, let's go. Like you can come. And it was just like really, really cool. And my instead of signing something, he decided to take a picture with me because he felt that was worth more than anything getting signed. And then my husband fumbled with the camera. It was taking forever. I was mad nervous. This is like my first time meeting a celebrity ever. So I was really nervous. And me and him at the same time with the same British accent go, oh, for the love of God, Matt, get it together.
That is so funny.
Epic. It was great. He was so humble. I totally want to meet him again. And then I met DJ Qualls, who plays Garth on Supernatural. And there was like no one at his booth, which I'm like, what the heck is wrong with you people? This is Garth, for God's sake, right?
Right.
We were talking for like a good 5 minutes, and I was like, he signed a picture for me of like a scene with him and Dean, where he's telling Dean that he's a werewolf. And he decides to take a few selfies with me after signing because there's nobody at his table. So I'll like send those over to you too. He's really down to earth. And it's funny, the other day I posted on Twitter, I think it was like Throwback Thursday or something, where it was like, take me back to when we could go to conventions. And it was a picture of me and him, and he liked it.
What?
Yeah, so he's awesome.
Ah.
I know, I'm so sorry.
Ah.
Take you with me next time. Move to
Yeah,
New York.
I'm going to come to New York, and we're going to go to a convention together.
There you go. Best way to do it.
I really do want to go to New York, though, at some point. That's one of my places on my list of places to go.
Well, if you want, I'm always going to be here. So, and I don't know if anybody knows Sedge Pond Sajak, but if you guys do, I met him as well. He is a graphic artist. He wrote the Sunstone series. It's like LGBTQ erotica graphic novel. I noticed a lot of people on my newsfeed were like sharing his work this week. So I was like, I should probably like put out there that I met this guy. And my husband was a huge fan, not even me. And my husband couldn't even say 2 words. And I was like, he's just a person like the rest of us. So I had to strike up the conversation. And I was like, my husband here wants something signed by you, but he's like mad nervous. And Sedge Pond was so sweet. And he was like, don't be nervous. Like we all got there. He took like a cool photo with my husband. It was awesome.
I kind of feel him though, because I met Sailor Jupiter So
Okay.
I met the voice actress of her, and I took a picture of her, but I didn't take one of me and her because I was so nervous. I just got my stuff signed by her and left, and was like, I literally just stood in line for 3.5 hours to meet Sailor Jupiter.
You guys definitely need me with you because I
Uh,
don't. I'm like,
yeah. You make a trip to Michigan, and I'll make a trip to New York.
yep, sounds good to me.
Okay.
Another trip I can add.
Exactly. You got a free place to stay. You don't even need to get a hotel.
Same with you here. We have a whole finished basement that we have like as an apartment downstairs,
Oh, really?
minus, fridge and oven stuff because you can't have that stuff here in New York. But there's like a bed and a TV, so you're chill.
Yeah. If you could step in another world, what world would it be and why?
I'm gonna hate myself for this because normally I'd say supernatural,
I was just
but
gonna say you're gonna say supernatural.
I think
No?
I did last time.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna say Resurrection Ertugrul. It's a Turkish show that aired in
Okay.
Turkey, from 2014 to like 2018, and they recently put it on Netflix like 2 years ago, I think. At least that's what it says on Netflix. I have no idea when the show actually got there. All I know is that we watched it in a month, and there was 500 episodes.
500?
There was 500 episodes. We watched it in a month.
Wow, that's
It
crazy.
was like some serious binge watching. My parents were like, because I'm gonna admit that I've missed a few episodes because my parents, who are 63 and 66, decided they were gonna be teenagers and stay up until 4 o'clock in the morning and then wake up at 7 and just start binge watching all over again. That was my
Okay.
okay. So the guys are so good looking, and I just want to marry Turgut Alp. So if anyone ever tries to claim him, not happening. I'm marrying him. Get out.
You heard it
Okay.
first here, guys. Do you find it easier to write the first book or the second book in the series? Or even the third book?
The second book, because the world is set up already, and I know the third is going to take me a long time because I have never ended a series before, and I just don't want to say goodbye to this world.
Are you gonna write like 15 books just so you don't have to?
I have a series lined up that's 8. I released the first 2 books in 2014 and 2016 respectively. um, Matt noticed that I very much grew in my writing, so we decided to take them down and make them more on par with what The Broken Daughter is. Like, it really set the bar very high, especially because the first reviews are all 4 and 5 star. And when I released Destroyed, which was in my first book in 2014, it really got 5. It was 3 and 4. So I know that The Broken Daughter sets it really high.
That's 3 and 4 stars though. Still not too bad.
They're not too bad, but a lot of the comments were grammar, editing, plot holes. So I have to clean that all up. And then one person didn't like that it didn't measure up with historical accuracy.
Oh,
And I'm like, it's fantasy. I
right. That's
never said
supposed
it was
to.
historical fantasy. Like,
Right.
so, but there are definitely some things that are going to change. So this is going to be a whole second edition because the whole story is going to change.
Okay.
So maybe that first edition will be worth money one day.
Maybe. If you could tell your younger self anything, what would it be?
To not date that guy in high school.
There you go.
Yeah,
If there's a time travel paradox, listen to this podcast.
absolutely. Listen to this podcast and don't date that dum dum because there's so much more waiting for you.